My name is Anna DeMonte and I am based in Salt Lake City, Utah. Tomorrow I'm going to attempt the ski record on Mont Blanc. I'm pretty excited. I feel really strong. I have always been a competitive athlete, but it's been a long time since I've actually gone for a competitive record or raced in something, so I actually feel like rejuvenated and excited. Tomorrow I'm wearing this and a sun hoodie. That's it.
In the beginning, and they go like kind of like that, and then up here you can see this zigzag right there.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll plan on that.
For the route, you start from the church in the center of town, and then you climb up a trail about 1,000 meters. From there, you're skinning on the glacier, and you skin under a large serac section. After that, you turn towards the Arête du Bas, and you take the ridge all the way to the summit. You have to wait for the right conditions, and you really can't push it. But I think we're finally ready, and we've waited for these conditions for so long, and I'm excited that it's time. I have always been an athlete, and I was a competitive swimmer, a competitive cyclist. But in 2017, I had a spinal injury, and that made it very unclear if I would ever be able to compete or do sports again.
Start the playlist. I am gonna listen to Tupac, honestly. Start tracking it here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. I am past this trail on the skin, pretty icy, but I feel super good. I'm stoked to be here, just a little slippery.
I left the church feeling amazing. I was ahead of my last effort, and then when we got to the snow and it was refrozen, immediately I could barely keep edges, like every 2 kick turns, and I know how to skin, you know? I know how to skin on icy snow, but it was probably the worst refrozen skinning I've ever done. I think over time, every step, I became more worried that my edge wouldn't hold. And ultimately, I did fall, I think 20 meters.
Your pole went down another 20 minutes.
That's what it was. Yeah, the pole, it fell. You could let that get very in your head, but I was just kind of thinking, I'm gonna go get it and keep going. And no question. I think there's something kind of metal about continuing on when it's sucking. I think both Jack and I revel in that feeling of just like, no, I'm gonna keep going.
I had a really hard time on the ice section just there. It probably cost me 5 minutes, but it's okay.
So the junction section of the route is where 2 glaciers are essentially colliding, and it's a very fast-moving section of the glacier.
First crux of the day, really.
There's black seracs, there's a lot of crevasses, and the ways through that section can change very rapidly.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen people doing an endurance challenge or record attempt as a couple at the same time, but separately. Talk me through that.
Oh my gosh, I might get emotional. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I remember we got here, sorry, I'm such a little crybaby. We've put so much into this objective, like we've been up the trail so many times, and we've both had very highs and lows training for this. Like times when Jack thought there's no way we're gonna ever do this. The conditions won't be right. We don't know this section of the route right. And then there's been times, sorry, I can do this again, but there were times when like 2 weeks ago, was like, I'm not doing it. The junction's gonna be fucked or something. And I didn't realize how special it was when I saw Jack coming up or skiing down. Just because we put a lot of effort into this together. And I think that's the most special part of the whole thing, honestly. And watching him ski down, he yelled at me. And it was just like, I was pissed by how icy the skin track was, but actually when I saw you ski down, I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna get off the damn thing too.
I'm a little behind. The beginning was really hard. It's just so icy. That's the summit. I'm gonna ski this shit as fast as I can. It's gorgeous. Whatever happens, this is fun.
Like people who have done it in the past have mentioned they've waited for like perfect conditions, or a lot of people have lived here or gotten to know the mountain over multiple seasons. And so I'm realizing how ambitious it is to come here in your first season and attempt this. And so I think I have a lot of respect for the objective in general. To be honest, I think I'll be back. I feel like I'm not done with it.